I have no respect for a man that tried to stop me from feeding my family, a man that hated me for no reason. I never done nothing to him. You know what I mean? And to come in my face and laugh and grin, like, that, just it's unreal, man.
All right, Taylor, we sent out Twitter because we knew Bill wasn't going to be here, and we wanted to give fans the opportunity to ask you some questions, and we've got a lot of ones that popped up off of Twitter from Sportskeeda's Twitter site, and I'm going to go over these and just answer these for the next about 10 minutes of the show. You ready?
Okay.
All right, the first one. Who are your favorite wrestlers at the moment?
Oh God, I got a lot of guys. I like Roman. He's certainly come a long way, and to watch him, I watched him on the Monday Night Raw show, and to have those people sing that song, boy, you got them when you got them doing that. And then I also heard that when he was leaving Madison Square Garden, the people were outside singing a song as he as he was leaving. So that's when you got him, and that's when you're over, and that's when you've done a hell of a job. And so God bless Roman Reigns. I was right there with him from the beginning, and I watched him grow, and he has certainly did a tremendous job. So man, Roman, good luck to you, player.
Who do you see right now, Teddy, that can step into Roman's shoes? Because there's been a lot of rumors that Roman's going to be not quite as visible as he once was. He'll eventually leave and go towards Hollywood, I would imagine. Is there somebody?
Know that.
I know that, but what I'm saying though is that if he does that, who's next in line? Who do you see that can step in that role that Roman Reigns currently holds?
LA Knight.
Wow. Yeah. Well, you love LA Knight, don't you?
Well, not so much that I love LA Knight. I just watch this guy. He has a lot of talent.
People he does.
May not be giving him his just due, but I think he's going to be a big star, man.
Very cool. All right, here we go. Next question. What was your favorite moment as Smackdown general manager?
I guess at the time when the Undertaker kidnapped me. Well, I had a lot of great moments, especially with Vicky Guerrero and all the stuff we were doing. But with the kidnapping from Undertaker and me being in the coffin, something that you always dread. What am I going to get in a casket? that, you know what I mean? I didn't want to do that, but I did that because I know Vince McMahon would have done that. So how am I going to tell this man what I'm not going to do when I know you do it? Yep. So that was like I said, I had a lot of great moments, but the kidnapping with Undertaker, that was one of the good ones.
While we're talking about the Undertaker, I want to mention that the Undertaker made a comment just today or yesterday about Bray Wyatt. And
I saw that.
Did you? Yeah. And I thought it was interesting because he said basically the same thing I've said. They need to go back to the beginning, to the very original Bray Wyatt, the guy, the Louisiana nut job. He was believable, but not so, magical and that kind of thing. And I thought that was great to hear that come from him because I think he sees it the same way. I think he sees it as somebody who needs to be just Bray Wyatt. Well,
you know what I mean? I like Bray Wyatt. Like I said once before, I knew Bray Wyatt when he was a little bitty baby. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
There's something wrong somewhere. I don't know what it is, you know what I mean? Because they'll bring him back and they put him out there, then they take him away. So I just don't understand it. Maybe the writers just haven't figured out, exactly what they want to do. I don't know, but it's just, I think they're missing the boat with Bray Wyatt. I really do.
Yeah, I agree. There's something that obviously is an issue that we don't know about that has not been made public because vocally on the microphone, he's incredible. His performances are incredible. His wrestling matches are not bad either. I mean, the guy's got just about everything he needs to become a huge star, but something like you say, it's like a speed bump. He keeps hitting speed bumps one after the other.
Yeah, well, like I said, I think that they're missing the boat with him, but who am I?
All right, here we go. Next question. Who do you think was the most influential wrestler backstage during your time as GM?
When you say influential wrestler, what explain that? What do you mean?
Made the most impact during your time, I guess, would be the way to say that. Whether it be publicly in the media or whatever, just somebody who really outshined everybody else. Let's say that.
Well, I was there with The Rock. Okay,
Yeah.
he was the guy that outshined everybody. I was there with Stone Cold Steve Austin. He was another guy that was right there that outshined everybody. I was back there with all the big guy, big time players, man.
Look
so,
here, and
yeah, people didn't come to see one guy on that card. When back in the Attitude Era, people came to see everybody that was on that card, and I was a part of that era. And thank God, that I was, because we had a great time. And like I said, it wasn't like it is now, but I certainly miss the Attitude Era.
Yeah, I agree. Back in the Attitude Era, everybody was a star. There was very few people that would pop up on your TV screen where you go, okay, I'm gonna go grab a drink or something out of the kitchen. That was never the case. Everybody stepped up during that time.
Right, you had the APA, JBL run, Simmons right there, great tag team, man. You had, a lot of great stars there, man. I mean, Eddie Guerrero, God rest his soul, were part of that, and Kurt Angle. What I mean? Yeah. I mean, boy, that roster was great.
Yeah, and that's the one thing that I don't feel right now in wrestling, that there's it's not that deep. No matter where you go, there's not a real deep main event roster on for any company right now. There's just a handful of guys out there who could really, I think, sell out a stadium.
Well, I agree with you there too, but I mean, it's according to how you use the guy. If you use him right, then he'll sell arenas out for you. You know what I mean? Because people go and they buy what they see on TV. Okay, so if you're using a guy right, he'll fill them seats up for you. So it's not really, well, it's kind of left up to him too, because once they give you the ball, you got to run with it. You can't keep fumbling and getting tackled. You got to make some touchdowns. So, like I said, the business has just changed now. But with a lot of young talent, that I see, especially with the women now, they really are advancing. Rhea Ripley, those girls, man, golly, what a great roster they got there.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing more of what happens with Rhea Ripley. She is really a refreshing talent to see in the women's division right now.
And let's not forget about Selena Vega.
Oh, God, yes. Boy, it's hard to forget about her.
Well, see, I don't even know why I asked you.
All right, your next question, Teddy. Did you have any particular wrestlers that you loved working with more than others? Be honest, because really, there is.
Yeah, not really. I enjoy working with everybody because I got along with everybody. So, but I love working with APA. When I was out there, with them, messing around when I was general manager, I love it. Feuding with them. I just had a great time with everybody, man. It didn't bother me.
I thought some of your best segments on TV was with John Laurinaitis.
Oh yeah, well, see, they were good because he didn't know I hated him in real life. So yeah, but he didn't know it.
I had to throw that in there.
Yeah, well, I'm glad you threw it in there, because I have no respect for a man that tried to stop me from feeding my family, a man that hated me for no reason. I never done nothing to him, you know what I mean? And to come in my face and laugh and grin, it's unreal, man.
Karma's a bitch.
And then, the other thing too, I had the opportunity, and this, was one of the referees that me and him rode together, and I'll leave the name out, you know what I mean? But he come and told me exactly what he was making. So here's a referee, nothing against him. He was making more money than me, and I'm the general manager of the running this company. So and that was all Laurinaitis' deal. He could have, like I told you, man, him and Mark Carrano were the worst two people on this planet.
Well, thankfully, they're no longer employed by WWE.
Well, you never know. Don't count them out.
That's here. I hear you. All right, let's see. While we're kind of talking about some of these guys, the next question was kind of more of a statement. It says, quote, I've seen a lot of guys pay homage to Flair. If they only knew. Ask Teddy.
No
Any comments? I didn't think you would, but I had to throw it in there. All right. And what's that?
I said, I got you. No problem.
All right.
Like I said, if you got nothing good to say about anybody, just don't say nothing.
That's right. Hey, mama wasn't wrong, right?
No.
All right. What was your favorite match that you ever made as a general manager?
I didn't have a favorite match. I think what I really liked doing was putting people one-on-one with The Undertaker. Those were my favorite matches.
I would imagine that had to been a lot of fun, because just saying that line, the pop that it gets and the reaction that it gets, You know,
Well, I saw something on Twitter the other night, and to show you, that I'm on somebody's mind. They was get these tag team matches were coming up on Raw, and I looked on Twitter, and WWE had printed, "Hold on a minute, we're gonna have a tag." Didn't say player, but they said, "You get ready for a tag team match." Who says "Hold on a minute" but me?
Yeah.
Okay. Like one time I heard Bray Wyatt doing one of his promos, and he said, "Let me holler at you, player." Okay, and I had a chance to see Bray, and I told him, "Hey, man, thank you. Anytime you can mention my name, keep me relevant, that's fine with me."
Look here, and that goes back, though. We talked about this last week on one of the shows that we were doing, and I said that it was criminal that they didn't have T-shirts for you, and you're talking about these little tweets and these little sayings that WWE is putting out there. Those sayings on a shirt at the time that you were general manager and working for WWE, I can't imagine they wouldn't have sold like hotcakes. And the fact that they didn't even do it blows me away.
Well, if a man tells you that they ain't gonna make an action figure of you because the people won't buy it, why would they make a T-shirt? If they ain't gonna buy the action figure, they ain't gonna buy nothing else. So that's what John Laurinaitis said. They won't buy it. He told me this to my face. So I guarantee you, if he had anything to do with it, with them making me any T-shirts, he was probably the guy that stopped it.
Now, see, if I were you and I happened to run into John Laurinaitis knowing all this stuff after the fact, I'd want to punch his head off.
I knew all this. I didn't know after the fact. I knew all this when I was working there with him. I just didn't let him know. See, you don't let nobody know what you know, because if you do, then that way they can get you. So I just act just like that, dumb old guy. I'm just happy to be here.
Oh man, I'd have to kill him if I saw him. Not literally. I'm not saying do not send cops over here. I'm not saying that. You know what I
mean? No. I don't even look at it like that. If I see him, if he speaks to me, I'll speak to him. If he don't, I'll say nothing to him. But I don't wish any bad on nobody, because people like him, I leave them to God. He'll take care of him. Don't worry.
I think he's starting to do that right now. So
it's called, like you just said it at the beginning, it's called karma.
Oh yeah, and she is a. All right, that's it. We're out of time. This has been the Wrestling Time Machine without Bill Apter, who again is on Bun Beach right now doing the special assignment, we'll call it.
Well, he's showing his buns.
Yeah. God. Jesus. Well, that beach is empty. I can promise you that. So.
Either the beach is empty or he's already been arrested.
I'm Mac Davis. That is WWE Hall of Famer Teddy Long, and this has been the Wrestling Time Machine.
All right, players, holla.